So this is the kind of accommodation my grandfather would have stayed in, although as an officer he might have had slightly more plush surroundings than the other ranks, but I wouldn't bet on it. Well, I'm now at the top of the hill and there's the Stroma Bank Hotel. It was actually 255 battery of 81st Heavy Anti-Aircraft Regiment who were situated at the Gunsite there. There's another site here, and I'm just up the hill from the Stroma Bank Hotel, which, if I remember rightly, has some connection with the regiment. It was 255 battery who was stationed on H4, which was the gun site I've just been looking at. Now, up at the top here by the Stroma Bank, there's more positions, which could be either a radar site or a barrage balloon site. I can't quite say for sure at the moment. I'm not going to hop over and have a look though. I'm just up the top. I'm just at the top of the hill. That's the Stroma Bank Hotel there. And over here, in front of us is a World War II gun site. Right, just come up the hill, there's the Stroma Bank Hotel. Over on the top there, there's some gun pits. And just past them a radar site, so let's go have a look. Straight off the road and there's concrete bases, presumably for accommodation. There's a fair few. There's a building over there, remains of something here as well. It's only a short walk up to the gun pits. This is a lot smaller and more basic layout than the ones I've just been looking at down the hill. Okay, there's, as usual, the 4 in a semicircle. I'm going to run through from this one to the next and have a bit of an explanation. This one's quite damaged. There's something going on here, but the concrete is exposed, so we can go and have a look down here at the holdfasts. Large, small, around in a circle. So we've got a large metal securing ring there and there, with the smaller ones coming round. So the centre is here and we can spin round, and if you just look over there you can see the radar station again. So there's the radar station over there with gun pit 1, gun pit 2, gun pit 3, Stroma Bank Hotel, gun pit 4 and back around. So let's go have a look here. This is quite smashed up now. Great pity, great shame. See, people like me are interested in this sort of stuff. You know, that's a tangible bit of history, proper evidence, proper remnant from the war. And although this wasn't my grandfather's gun site, it was from his regiment. Here we go. How's this one looking? You've still got all the earthworks, you've got the concrete. I mean, until such times it gets dangerous, I see no point in destroying these. Certainly no reason. So here we go. Coming round, round and down. Going inside, you've got the holes in the wall, presumably to hold the bits of wood for the ammunition storage for the large shells. Walking through, and this one, well, I'm guessing that's storage as well, but boxed rather than ready for firing. Same again, more storage for shells ready to fire. And that is the same there. Going back through, let's check out what's here outside. Well, not much. Accommodation presumably over at the hotel. Interestingly, there's more concrete there than concrete posts. Another building over here. So this is quite a large platform, and it's solid as well. I mean, that's deep footings there. Smashed up bits. It's all falling down now. What could that have been? Who knows? Well, there's a very heavy metal bath there. Behind it, Gunsite on the hill, massive great concrete square, and these are the accommodation blocks, the bases, maybe the ablutions and the canteen. But most likely this was a Nissen hut. I've pulled up near Wing on South Walls, and there's an extant gun battery here in the aircraft position. Over to my right is a radar platform too. So let's go and explore. So, radar platform is positioned over there. Here's the gun battery. So, I'm going to wander down here, start from the end and go through it all. I'm standing centrally and behind the gun positions. I'm guessing this is where the command post etc. would have been. So looking, there's gun position 1, gun position 2, gun position 3, gun position 4. Right, let's have a look through. So in order, going into the gun position, going inside the first structure. I would imagine that this is a shelter for the troops. It's a bit short now due to the build-up of mud and probably sheep crap, but going in here you have got a window giving you a good view out. Turning round, we have a shelter, we have another shelter. In the centre here you have the gun position, and we have metalwork arranged in a circle to position the guns and keep them in position. Holdfasts they're called. Now these are a different design to the other ones. You see there's a hole through there. So standing centrally, this would be your central one. So we've got that position coming round, that position coming round, that position coming round, that position. Let's take a walk through here. Another shelter. Ammunition, perhaps. Same again. So we appear to have 3 open shelters with 1 enclosed one. Now, let's wander around the outside. So, here's the next emplacement, next gun pit. As you can see, there's an earth bank around it. So, if we head around, looking down, so that's definitely for troops. This one is slightly differently done. So, coming in, here's the other positions. It's all churned up. Let's wander through. So, open-sided. It's not necessarily the case that it would have been open-sided, but if you imagine this would have had something to put hinges on, so these would have been gated maybe. Coming in. Okay, we've got a concrete wall, concrete blocked wall. Large building here. This is the one we saw earlier. Window, doorway, looking in. That's the entire building. Coming round. This is a different design to that other position actually. So here you've got pins. So you've got more open positions there. 2 open areas. The holdfasts for the guns centrally. More, I mean, this is definitely racking, so I would say this is where the shells were put. Okay, 3.7 inch anti-aircraft shells. Then we have coming here more. There's an exit out that way. Looking backwards, there's more shelters here. So this is a different layout. So from the centre point going round, this is a layout of this one. Where the circular feeder is where the gun would have been. Looking from a gun position and going right around. Exiting here, let's go look at gun position 3. Take a different entrance in. It still has the wall as well around it. So you can see there's an exit from that gun position to here. This again has a different layout. Into here, and this building, this room, goes round to here. Straight out. Have the storage for the racking, the ammunition, and over here more racking. Another area here. More ammunition rack in there. An entrance, there's the wall down. The main entrance to it that goes to the centre. More racking for shells there. With the gun being down there. Now if we head through here, purpose of that base is unknown. There's another compartment here, round through the revetments, along into the entrance to the fourth bunker system. So there we go, there's one. This one has racking on the wall, both sides. Turning around. It's a retaining wall. Around it. Storage. 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 Interesting how some of it has complete wood, some of it still has chunks of wood, some of it is gone. Large chunk there, concrete, and going across to here, more ammunition storage, some broken concrete. And if I go backwards, here we have a place for shelter for the gun crew. Shelter, maybe the office. And there is the exit. Coming round. So I'm now on the corner on the extremity of the gun site. So it's a standard semicircular layout. Gun emplacement 1, gun emplacement 2 behind, gun emplacement 3 behind, gun emplacement 4 behind. Large patch there, unknown what that's for. And this is the bunker that I'm on. Coming round the edge of the left hand emplacement, we're going to swing round to there, it's not that far away, and explore that radar emplacement. So this is a radar emplacement. We'll go around the outside first, give the sheep a chance coming down the ramps. There we go. So, open-sided. Presumably this would have been some sort of administrative office type bit, so plotting the hostile aircraft and friendly aircraft from underneath, doing the actual radar work. Meanwhile, you have the ramp to get the platform. And this is the ramp. You'd wheel the radar up here, so we're portable. So wheel each side onto the roof. See how it's shaped as well? So you can then position the radar on top. This bit's grassed in. And it would then stay secure. And there it is in relation to the gun sight. So it's only a low rise, but in a good position to pick up anything needed. You see the shaping of it, the layout now. I'm standing in a central position from the second gun emplacement. Coming round, there's our first emplacement. Second one coming in. Storage bunkers beneath me. Standing on the retaining wall. Ammunition storage, crew shelter, etc. Gun position with third and fourth emplacements behind. Just along from the gun emplacements, we've got 4 bases for Nissen huts. These would be for crew accommodation, maybe the canteen, something like that. So there's the first one. You can see the base is still kind of fairly substantial, weathered a bit, broken. Not a massive distance up to the next one. So there's 2 more emplacements up yonder, as I would say. Okay, they are separated by a little bit of distance, maybe different sections. Coming down though, this one is brilliant. This one, you've got the front wall of the Nissen hut as well as the base. You've even got the window frame with the handle. So let's go and have a little peek at this. This is brilliant to see. So these Nissen huts would have had a corrugated metal kind of siding, curved, hence you can recognise the shape from the front there. So large door going in. I've slept in these. They're surprisingly warm and quite good. There you go. You've got your lintel, each step. There's the window. Look at that. Should we let a bit of air in? Ah, that's locked solid. But you see, you got the grooves in there, so you can have it slightly open if you wish. That's even a bit of glass. Look, that's reinforced glass. You see that? With a crossed wire in it. It's thick, substantial glass actually. So coming away from the window, down, low concrete wall. You can see where the fixings would have been. Now, you could say, the metal's probably rusted away in the 80 years that have passed. But I think it's more likely in a place like this, it's been reclaimed by farmers to roof sheds and barns and so on. You know, make do and mend with what there is. Recycling. And there you go, from the back wall looking down, this hut accommodation, the anti-aircraft battery over there. So this is the kind of accommodation my grandfather would have stayed in, although as an officer he might have had slightly more plush surroundings than the other ranks, but I wouldn't bet on it.